Okay, so today our main thing is starting from MySQL, and this is the interface when you open the MySQL workbench. So first of all, this thing is the local host, and from inbuild, the local host name is root here, and the local host connection is 3306, and you have to create a password. Okay, and when you creating a password for that particular localhost connection, please remember that password every time when you open MySQL workbench. It reminds you for input the password, and if you store it in your Google, then no need to I think again and again input that password. Just like that, I'm clicking on it and it will open my MySQL workbench. So that's it. That's the thing or interface of MySQL. Today there is a theoretical portion. Not only today or I think maximum 3 to 4 days. Maximum 3 to 4 days is it will be like theoretical portion. What is just like SQL, what is a database, RDBMS. I know some of you already going through with it. SQL, SQLite, PostgreSQL, what will be the DBMS, but for all I'm just totally discuss about what is SQL, what is a DBMS first, what type of data are there, and that is also asked in interview purpose. Okay, so first of all I want to ask for all you, what is a DBMS and what is a RDBMS? Means what is the basic difference of RDBMS and basic difference of DBMS? Can anyone tell?
Sir, in DBMS, uh, which allow user to store and organize collection of data, and in RDBMS, sir, there is a relation between the database which is stored in a table, sir.
So that mean in DBMS there will be an organized way, and in
Yes, sir.
RDBMS there will be table
Yes,
and relation. Like
yes, sir.
in both of the condition, the organized way, the data stored. Okay, but the fact is in RDBMS the full form is Relational Database Management System. So what type of relation is establishing here? First of all, what is the relation? What relation we need? Okay, so I am drawing something structure about the DBMS. So if it will be a desktop hardware, you can say, okay, this thing, and this will be the user. Okay, so when the user input these things is your desktop hardware, and here some components already installed hardware, some software, and this is the user, and obviously user input data, and obviously there which way the user input the data in your system, that means there is a procedure. So the thing is the whole consists of user, then procedure method through data will be passed to our system in hardware and software. There are also data stored, data manipulate, data regrade, data mining, all things will happen in our system. After that, there will be a end user. Okay. End user means you itself, end user. So the whole thing that contains here from first to last, this is the DBMS environment. Okay. DBMS environment, just not that meaning of hardware, software, data, some tables, some procedure, not only that. From start user to end user, what procedure you have to be followed and which data that is going through that procedure in your hardware and software, and then manipulate it, then you can emphasize it at your own way. That is called the DBMS environment. Okay. In that DBMS environment, this is the main key component here, that thing, data and some programs. Okay. This is called DBMS, database management system. Okay. Here is the, sorry, it can be database is equal to data plus programs. This whole is called database management system. But this total is called database management system environment. Okay. And this particular section is called database management system. So database management system or DBMS, there we stored a data, our data in an organized way, obviously organized way. But what it would be different for RDMS in the full form RDBMS, relational database management system. That means in DBMS, the data which stored, it not storing in a way of a tabular form, because when the data stored in a tabular form in relational database management system, they create some relation with row and columns, and that relation is called, somebody know that relation is called, or not exactly the relation, and the components that is used in the relation, what it called, you know? Means the rows, columns, relation between these rows and column is called cell, and these rows, column, cell, this is actually the structural components of a database, and these are called schema. Okay. So there will be a question in interview, what is a schema in uh, DBMS or SQL. Okay. So I'm just highlighting one point. In my class, please give attentive and response. Otherwise, it will be very much difficult to know if you understand or not. Okay. RDBMS, full form relational database management system. The relation that is establishing, you can say, in RDBMS is called cell, means relation between rows and columns is called cell. Which relation? In the RDBMS system, the data that we stored in a structural way, okay, or in a tabular form. Here you can point out data stored in a tabular form. Okay. So in the tabular form, when table comes, something rows comes, something columns comes, and then the relation between rows and columns means ninth row a one column. There is supposed to be a value. Okay. Ninth row B column. So there is a relation connectivity means if this table like structure when it comes, okay, this row and this thing, so there is a value, there is a relation establishing here. This thing is called cell. Okay, this thing is called cell, means relation between rows and columns is cell. So this cell, this single cell, this column, this row are the key components of a relational database management system. And these things are called schema. Okay. So our next point is what is a schema? Because if anyone thinking about that, sir, we know about schema, about cell, but this is the basic SQL query when you go to any type of interview, not only data analyst. What is a schema? Many times they ask what is a schema and why SQL is calling RDBMS or relational database management system. So schema, SCHEMA, the key components of, sorry, not like that, the key components like row, column, comma, cell in RDBMS, not DBMS. Okay. In RDBMS, the key components like row, column, cell in RDBMS is called or is defined as schema. Okay. That's clear to everyone till now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about the others?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now give me an example of RDBMS and non RDBMS. RDBMS or non RDBMS. Now give me the example of RDBMS or non RDBMS. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody know the example. Ayush, no, the example of RDBMS and non-RDBMS. Please don't search anybody because it's not the competition. If anyone don't know, it's as possible, no issue. Okay. So RDBMS means relational database management system. Should be there is a relation in tabular format, row and column. So the example is MySQL or PGSQL or Oracle or SQLite. Okay, all are database, SQL database. There should be IBM server, IBM DB. IBM inbuilt has IBM server of database. Okay, so that's also RDBMS. MySQL, PGSQL, Oracle, SQLite, IBM DB, all are relational database management system. Okay, and what is the example of non-relational database management system or non-relational database? That is
MongoDB.
MongoDB. Yes. So if interviewer asks you, give me an example of non-relational database, you can give MongoDB. If example or anyone ask, because most of the time, why MySQL, why there is a separation? Why there is a separation of these things? The thing is the separation, that is the syntax. Okay. Whenever you write a code, see in my screen, there is a small little bit code. I am just in build my system and database creates. So there, when you create these things, you have to put colon. Okay. Whenever you create something query in SQL database or MySQL database, you have to put colon, but sorry, not colon, semicolon. Semicolon. You have to put semicolon. But in PGSQL, you don't need to put semicolon. Okay. So that is the difference between syntax. So that's why something writing format, that's why it is different from each other. MySQL, PGSQL, Oracle, SQLite, IBM DB. Most of the time or mostly usable database is MySQL and Oracle. Okay. So two are very much kind of very systematic way we can use these things. And one more thing, not only MongoDB. Can you give example another or one more or two modes non-relational database? There is a
Sir,
yes,
big table. Big
yes,
table, sir.
yes. You can say that. Oh, sorry. What you can say? I just not hear clearly. Hello.
Sir, big big table, sir. I think.
Yes, big table or the document oriented DB. You can say,
Yes.
and that's thing also. DODB. That's picking DODB. Document oriented database. Graph store. Graphical way their data stored here. So how can we call this RDBMS? And there one more is wide column store. Wide column store.
पापा गेट लगा दीजिए
So these things are there. Okay. MongoDB,
हाँ ये
Graph
बंद कर
Store,
दीजिए छोटी वाली
DODB, Wide Column Store. These all are the example of non-RDBMS. Okay. I hope after today, if anyone asks you, give me an example of RDBMS and non-RDBMS, it's clear to you. Now, tell me what type of data in SQL we are analyzing, or we are storing, or you can say we are manipulating? What type of data are there in SQL?
Metadata.
Okay, so we'll write here data type. It's very easy. Integer. Okay. The next one is string or object data type, or object data type. Then there will be date and time. Integer or float, that is the numerical data type, you can say numerical. I am just very much clearly writing integer, not integer. You can say it's numerical. Then it can say string or object data type, then date and time. This type of data we used uh, to perform in SQL. Okay. Can you say now? Now is a very big or very common sensitive question, you can say. Okay. The thing is, can anyone say real-time database?
Yeah.
Real-time database. Because everyone know DBMS or RDBMS or SQL. I think I know. Okay, everyone know. They just doing in your book. But it is a common sense question. What is the real-time database? Anyone?
Database.
Real-time database. What it would be like? Just think. Just think. It's near about you. What is a real-time database? Anyone? Because SQL is very fun. Because no, just like big query. No, just like you have to think all the things. No, that's not the way. Okay. The main thing is how you can put your common knowledge. Actually, it's like mathematics. SQL is like totally mathematics. And there the version of writing, we use normal alphabetical order, normal alphabetical word. That's the use of SQL. So I am asking, what is the real-time database? Anyone? Anyone?
Sir, a real-time database interact with relational database.
That is a, yes, it can be relational. It's cannot be relational. Okay, I am just asking about relational database. What is in your hand? Mobile, mobile phone book, mobile contact book. What is it? Whenever you
Yes.
type new number, save it, save contact, create a database in your SIM or in your mail body in virtual cloud. When you change your mobile, that transfers the data from one mobile to another one. So the real-time database is phone book. Now tell me another one, what it would be.
Sir, what is the definition real-time database?
Real-time database means real time, how can we say? Real time means when you can gradually using in your own way. Real time means it's not a particular pattern, not a particular day, time, because just like phone book, Is it a limitation? Is it a limitations
No,
to
no.
store something things? Also in RDBMS there is no limitation, but real time means we use in our daily life. That is the real time. We use
Okay.
in our daily life. That is a common thing, real time. Real time data means we are doing the EILP project. That is a real time data.
Yes, sir.
So
That's
that
mean
thing.
current data.
Current, yes, you can say current data, or daily life we are mostly using the data, raw data. Daily life we are using
Raw data.
real time fact, real time convocation. That the thing. So phone book is there. Another one, bank account data. Have you imagined how many daily customer open their account, current account, savings account in a particular bank? Suppose it would be SBI. Overall in India or in the world, how many customer open per day their current account or savings account? Okay, there must be a list. There must be a database to them. Am I right or wrong? Hello, everyone. Please respond. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Understand everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anita, Ayush, Mehul.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one more example I am giving to you. Very much keen fond of today's generation. That is stock market or share market data. It's a very much knowledgeable thing. Okay. If you do, you can understand stock market or share market data. That's also a real-time database. Bank account data, stock market account data, then the phone book data. In that way, every field, if you find very much carefully where is the database is related to our daily life, you can find that these all are real-time database. Okay. So these are the things. Clear everyone until now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, please tell me from your side, what is the necessary of using database rather than Excel? Before starting our main topic, I'm just want a general knowledge from all of you. Why you learn RDBMS or DBMS or SQL? Why? Because everybody know the basic components of Excel in from childhood. So why we need? So why the IT sector working with database if there is Excel? Tell me what is necessary of um, using SQL or database, basically SQL rather than Excel.
Sir, for using large amount of data and using real-time data.
Okay, yes, actually large amount of things is there. Okay, but tell me means which is the, I'm just telling all of you that Excel not using, SQL is using, but what is the purpose or which is better, Excel or SQL, or mostly
SQL, sir.
okay, okay, I am I want to get answer from all. Just think 1 minute. Okay, just capitalize all the things you from today start to now, you just see in the class, just capitalize this thing. 1 minute I'm giving to all of you, and please think about it, which is the better format, Excel or SQL. you can also write, if password protection is the issue, then you can also give password in Excel. There is a way, harder way, but there is a way. You can strictly maintain your file in the database if password protection is the issue. Okay, so the answer
Sir,
is
I have a
yes.
sorry for I have a doubt, sir. Excel and advanced Excel the same
Excel and advanced Excel,
difference.
Microsoft Excel is the office version. Advanced Excel means there are some function that is using for data analyzing, data performance or data visualize. VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, ILOOKUP function, pivot table, that thing I supposed to be not learned in the childhood classes or school or colleges. Okay, so that's the thing is called advanced Excel. Advanced Excel
Okay.
is not the any rather than any software or any topic. It's just like something, and it's actually habituated or growth the term advanced Excel by our own. There is no man mentioned in any phases that these VLOOKUP, ILOOKUP, XLOOKUP functions are called as the advanced Excel. That also called by our own. Day by day, we just uh, by mouth to mouth, we just speak that is a advanced Excel part. So that is the advanced Excel part. Just like the Python, nobody tells anyone that these things, right? NumPy, pandas, matplotlib, that depends upon the advanced Python portion. Nobody, but word to word, mouth to mouth, it gradually comes, and it's called as
That's called
advanced
advanced
Excel.
Python.
Yes, advanced Python. So the answer is Excel and SQL. Okay, both are different, obviously. For the size matters, there is a particular size. I think uh, 22K or 20K near about the columns, and for the rows, I think 10 to 11 lakh. Okay, I'm not sure exact number for the Excel and SQL. In the SQL, I think there will be I think some bit 8 to the power something bit or byte per column or per row. That's the database. Actually, Excel is basically used for data optimization. Okay, SQL is used for data fetching, data manipulation. The difference is when we use the both are required. Okay, both are required. The difference is how we can or which purpose we used for both the tools. For the optimize, because in the SQL, their tables comes in a way because if client give you CSV table, CSV in Excel format. Okay. So first of all, you have to cleaning your data. So for that, you can uh, check any programming language. See that how the connected, all the things are how connected. Okay. If a client in India, suppose in India, a client come to you and give you a data set, okay, CSV data set, and tell you that there is a very much fault in the data, repetition also there. You have to make these things for the visualization portion. You have to search in SQL database this query, okay, and make a query. That answer will be look like that. They give you the answer of the table in a table format, but you have to build query. And for the other one, they give you query and get the answer they want to output. So when they give you the CSV file, you have to clean it. Use Python. Already show you how to clean. Okay. After cleaning, in place is equal to true. Whenever you write the query, in place is equal to true, already changes happen into CSV file. Then take that CSV file. Okay. Now comes into SQL. They give you the answer like table. Now build query, write query. Okay. So this look like all the chains are connected. Okay, not wasting any more time. Now going to the what is the full form? What is the full form?
Structured
query
query
language.
language.
Okay, structured query language. Those who don't know, please write down. Structured query language. Okay. So, what are the types of SQL? How many types or how many types of structured query language? Tell me one by one. How many types of structured query language?
So DML.
Yes, DML. First of all, DDL, then DML. Okay, DML, then
DCL, sir.
DCL. Yes, DCL. Then
TCL
yes, then
and DQL, data
yes.
query.
Is there any types left?
Mm, No, sir.
Okay. What is the full form? Okay. DDL. What is the full form?
Data definition language.
Okay. Data definition language. I'm not writing language, just data definition. Okay. Data definition. Okay. This is data
Manipulation.
manipulation. Yes. This is
Control.
yes.
Data control.
And then DQL.
Data
Just
query language.
query. Yes. And TCL.
Transaction control language.
Yes. Ayush, right?
Yes, sir.
Good one. Transaction control. Okay. Write it, everyone who not writing or taking screenshot, whatever you do, please doing, because I remove the screen, clear the screen, then again going with the part by part.
Done, sir.
Okay. Make a heading of DDL. It is used to define, as its name, data DDL, data definition language. So it's define is used to define the database structure or schema. DDL is used to define the database structure or schema. There is a point out. DDL is like to giving access to a person who can edit or truncate. Truncate is a command we will discuss later for a particular table. DDL is used to define the database structure or schema. Okay, DDL is like to giving access to a person who can edit or truncate for a particular table. Okay, now told or what are the example of DDL?
Sir, create,
Yes, one by one. Just a minute. Create. Then
drop,
yes. Then
uh, sir, truncate,
truncate. Yes.
and sir, alters.
Yes. Alter. One more. Rename. I use rename.
Yes.
Okay. And I think one more is there. Comment. Okay. Not so much used. Comment. Whenever we do with the thing with database. Okay. But first of all, uh, just to relate, this is the DDL commands in SQL. Write it. Now tell me, Ayush, you tell last. Okay. First of all, I am asking to all over to just a new one and just a basic knowledge. What is the difference between drop and truncate? This is a very much interview question. Okay. What is the difference between drop and truncate? Both work same, deletion.
Drop means I think remove something.
1 minute, 1 minute. হ্যাঁ গরম জল করে দাও, গরম জল করে দাও, না গরম জল করে দাও, আমি খেয়ে নেবো। Drop and truncate both acts for removing, but what is the difference?
Hello.
Yes.
Truncate is a permanent. It will truncate delete permanently, but drop delete temporary. And we can like inherit that property. Like after deleting some data, we can inherit that data also by in drop condition.
1 minute, Sai. You tell trunk delete permanently and
And
drop
temporary.
delete temporarily, right?
Yeah.
Confidence with your answer? Or it
Yes.
is?
Yes. Yes.
See, actually in SQL, okay, you just complete this thing. I'm removing it. Okay. So what is the major difference between drop and truncate? Actually, whenever in a table like structure in SQL, when when you use truncate, okay, it will delete all the records, okay, from the table. Means what is look like when you use truncate command, this will look like in your database. It will delete all the records from the table, but not removing the table structure. Whether the drop is used to remove whole table structure or whole database and its contents also, means there is no existence this table when you use drop. When you use truncate, there is existence of this table, but delete all the records from it. Clear, Subham?
Yes, sir.
So this is the basic difference between drop and truncate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So just a second. Heading is drop and truncate. Okay. Write what I am saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone, write that drop command used
Delete the table.
yes, delete the whole table structure with whole database. Okay. Whether truncate is used to delete the records
The record of particular
from the
that table.
table, not removing the table structure. Okay. This is the difference of drop and truncate. Okay. Okay. One minute. Okay. So DDL, I think there is something. Okay, one more thing. Create dot truncate rename alter comment. Okay, yes, there is some more command. Okay, I think revoke, obviously revoke is there, and there is grant, probably
Sir,
GRA.
revoke and grant used in data control languages.
But mostly you can see nowadays, I don't think, because DDL, in DDL they also used, just like
Yes.
if I am not wrong, audit, analyze, these two are new include in DDL. Audit and analyze, you please check if they are audit and analyze, and then told me, because if I am not wrong, because I also may be wrong there, which is the update version of SQL DDL, because there is updation is happening, right? So revoke, grant, audit, and analyze. These four things are added in DDL, or they already in their DCL. After checking, please message me in the chat box. Okay. Now we move on for the DML. DML. As stands for data manipulation language, so it's used for manipulating the data, okay, or retrieving, you can say, or insert the data, you can say, because all the things are manipulation. Data managing, data retrieving, data inserting within the schema objects. So what will be the definition? If not definition, used for managing or retrieving or insert data within schema objects, okay, within schema objects. Okay, Subham, thank you for the message. I will check, Subham, okay, if revoke and grant, because I have a notification that revoke, grant, audit, and analyze, these four are newly assigned for DDL. So I would be wrong. So as previously they are also DCL. Okay. So revoke and grant, I will check later. But
Okay.
for the DML, retrieving insert data within schema objects, it is DML that is used for managing, retrieving, insert data within schema objects. So what are the command line for this? Select, insert, update, and delete. Okay. Done.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me difference between drop, delete. Okay. Already drop and truncate I told you. Drop and delete. What is the difference?
Drop is a DTL command
Yes, obviously.
and delete is a DML command.
Oh,
Drop
that's the basic thing. What is the usage? Usage, Subham?
First drop it is mainly using for delete the entire table,
Yes, yes.
and delete it is using for delete the particular
Yes.
columns.
Yes,
particular records
obviously,
from the tables,
obviously that the right answer. Obviously, drop we are using for deleting whole database, whole table. Delete is used for particular table, particular, sorry, not particular table, particular record. Okay, and these things actually we do for DDL and DML command. DCL, TCL, and DQL we comes later, but first uh, just suppose to be habituate with the structure format of a SQL database in writing format. Okay, I'm not doing any query right now. All theory portion I am doing. Okay, so what is the first thing when the database, suppose database creates done, okay, how the database we create, discuss later, but suppose you have a database or data format you have now, data fetching, okay, using the SQL query. Subham, what is the first command line we used when we have a database?
database select star.
Yes. So what is the command line? First command line is select star or asterisk sign from the table name, database table name. Suppose there is a student. Okay. This is your first command line. Okay. And now if particular column or particular entry you have to fetch, student star from student is a table name. Student is the table name. Select ID, or you can say std ID from the table name student. What is the wrong? This thing. When you do in PostgreSQL, it is not necessary. Okay. But this thing is necessary for MySQL and Oracle also, both. Select star from student for fetching the table content of student. Then select ID from student ID from student. It will fetch particularly student ID column from student table. Okay. Sampath, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what will be the command line if I want the number. How many student ID in there in student table? What will be the command line?
Select star your from student set.
I want how many.
How many?
When you hear about how many or how much, what first thing comes upon your mind?
How
Which
many
word? Which word comes upon your mind? In English vocabulary, which word comes in your mind when you hear the how much or how many? Forget about programming languages. Just think SQL is English grammar.
How many?
You hear about how many or how much? That's a number.
How
Think upon
many?
your. That's a number comes upon your mind when you hear
How
about
many number?
how many. No. I am asking that if anyone asks you how many persons are there in the meeting, what thing first comes upon your mind? Number.
Sir, how many participate?
Means number or
Means number.
number. How you count your number? Which word you are using for number, for counting? Which word? Count. COUNT.
Okay. Yes, sir. The select count.
So I told everyone that SQL not like as a programming language, thinking about English grammar. Okay, select count student ID from student. Okay, today is the first class. I am just basic some components thinking about that, how we can create, what is the structural way we can fetching the data. Now suppose there is a stipend amount. Okay, stipend amount or a okay, not stipend amount. Okay, what will be the table name? Okay, there is a another table, teacher, another table. This is the table student. There is another table, teacher. First we have to do select star from teacher. Okay, facing the table. Now there is a column salary. Show me the total salary. Okay, from this teacher table, and this answer is okay. Anita, can you tell me what will be the command line? Anita Moria. Yes, tell me. Simple question, not is any confusion. If you feel, please just think about. I am asking, there is a teacher table, okay? Teacher table, there is a column, suppose salary. I ask you total number of salary fetch or total amount of salary fetching from the teacher table. What will be your answer? What will be the select yes
total salary from teacher.
You can use Shubham, is it right to use total or any other keyword?
Sum.
Yes, because you add, right?
Yeah.
Anita, you add all the things. Okay.
Yes.
So salary, there will be the things from teacher. Okay. Now, okay. Just I remove these things. Table, and there is so much data in there. This is, I think, EMP employee ID, employee joining date, employee, what will be there? Okay, so you can say name, because probably name will be go fast. Sorry, so there will be employee salary. So I want just fetching employee ID and EMP salary, employee salary, employee ID and employee salary. Okay, so this answer, Pooja Prajapati, can you there? Hello. Hello, Pooja. Am I audible to you? Yes. Pooja, just I am asking, I want to fetch only employee ID and employee salary from the table. What will be the command line? What will be the query?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, no issue. So there will be Sandeep. Sandeep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I just want to ask that we want to fetch employee ID and employee salary. What will be the query line?
Uh, Select employee ID and employee salary from employee, like table name.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the thing. Okay, okay, you can mute. So the thing is, here I am not mentioning anything about table name. Whenever this type of question is there, okay, just mentioning the table format, not mentioning the table name. Just put select, only select EMP ID, comma, emp underscore salary from table name, because you don't know what is the table name. From table, you can say from table. You don't know what is the table name. Okay. If there is mentioned the table name is employee details or employee something, then mention from this table. Okay. Now, this is a database. Suppose this is a database of a PCS global company. Okay. Now, every week it is updated. What will be the command line to fetching the last input from this database? Means from this database, you want to see the last input or last version or last update. Okay, last update you want to know. What will be the command line, Subham?
Last one. Select
Yes.
based on date or time. Based on date or
No, not based on date on time, just overall, just normal.
last one.
Yes.
Select 2 cars. I don't.
Last update. Simple last
Okay.
update
Okay, last update
from the table name.
EMP. Yeah, employee.
Whatever the table name it will be. Okay.
Mm.
So this is a basic concept from DDL, DML, database, RDBMS, and how we build up the query. Because I am not starting query right now. For that, first of all, you have to know what is a primary key, what is a foreign key, what is a car, worker, how can you create tables. And there is a whole assignment. My college days assignment is there. So I will give it to you for practice and for day to day for the SQL queries. Okay. So no issue. SQL will be perfectly well. First of all, go after today's class, go in every website, just because which school you can use, just habituate with the things and check that learn today. It is good for you, or it is very much easy to understand. Or if you don't understand today in any portion, you can search in Google or you can repeat it next class. Okay. So basic concept how we can go through or go with the SQL system or SQL database, we just going on, and more to come from next day. Clear, everyone? I hope
Okay, sir.
I hope everybody have a just getting the basic knowledge of SQL. Okay. And one more thing,